Up everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a blessed day today. Now I'll tell y'all right now, you may hear a little bit of background noise. I am once again out here next to the water. Let me give y'all a view out here, just enjoying this view, man. Just kind of relaxing, taking a little break across from these huge mansions over here. Still beautiful, just enjoying the scenery. Little ducks running around and stuff like that. But about to give you a good one. You're about to have a very good one, and I'm looking forward to it. Excuse my thumb, I'm trying to get this thing situated. I'm just sitting outside. Most of the time I'm holding it, but I actually want to sit it down. But I'm about to give you something that's going to kind of change your view on things. What's going on, Miss Eileen? What's going on, the love of my life, baby? What's going on, Jay Young? Good to see y'all. Great to see y'all. I need to give me some kind of tripod or stand for when I'm not at the house or something like that. I don't know. Work on that stuff. If you just happen to be hopping on right now, just to let you know, I'm going to be greeting everybody for like another minute or so, something like that, before I get to going. So fast forward to like a minute to a minute and a half or something like that, and you'll get right into the meat of things. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Past couple of lives I've done with a couple of other folks have kind of just been, okay, so we can hear me, okay. Facebook kind of cut me off on things. But let's see what time we got. It is, all right, loud and clear. So today we're going to be talking about underestimation. Underestimation. Let me see what time we got. It is 2:01. All right, so let's dig in. All right, so there are 4 aspects of underestimation that a lot of people don't think about. And you know, I come from a business aspect of things, and it comes along with making commitments in your life as well. So I speak from a business and a life point whenever I speak. A lot of times, you'll know when I'm talking business, but pretty much everything applies to life. But today, I'm kind of focusing. Of course, you know my industry of network marketing, and come to a mind that when we get to talking about business, a lot of people say they want to start a business, whether it's a brick and mortar business or you starting online. A lot of people say they want to start a business. And of course, a lot of people think when they saw that title, we're talking about underestimation. You talk about underestimating people and what they can do and stuff like that. We'll get to that. What I'm talking about today, what I want you to focus on, is the underestimation of what you have to do when you start a business. That is one thing that is highly overlooked from a lot of people whenever they transition and starting a business. They thinking everything is going to be easy and peachy keen. All right. Number one thing that a lot of people overlook is the effort that it takes to grow a business. The effort that it takes to grow a business. You got to think about it. When you think about business, you got to think about how much you have to put, how much of yourself you really have to put into a business to become successful. That is a whole lot. And a lot of people don't consider, a lot of times when you leave a job, if you have a 9-to-5 job, or if you have a job like myself, even if you work a 12-hour job, I used to work at a hospital where we worked 12-hour shifts. That's just how it was. And when you work that job, you thinking, okay, you know what, I'm going to start my own business. I don't care. I've always wanted to cook. I've always wanted to be a chef. I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to start my own business, whatever it is. I want to do my own online business, whatever it is. You decide to quit doing that hourly wage job that you do. Do you know you're going to work even more when you start your own business? You're going to work even more. You don't realize it takes that much effort. It takes dedication. That is absolutely right, Miss Kim. That is absolutely right. You're going to work a whole lot more when you start your own business than you do for somebody else. A lot of people don't realize that, because when you open the doors of your restaurant or your storefront, whatever it is, or when you decide to start looking for clients online and businesses that you're going to do business with, guess what? You're going to have to put in a lot of overtime to get recognition. It's going to take a lot of effort to grow your own business. So the underestimation of effort is my number one point for what people overlook when they're starting a business. It takes a huge effort. Like I said, if you have a storefront, you have to be the one to unlock the doors. Until you find that point, if you're having a sole proprietorship, you don't have a partner or a franchise or something like that where you have managers working underneath you and it's yours, you're going to have to find somebody to trust. Who's going to unlock the doors? You do, until you trust somebody. Who's going to close up and make sure all your money is going into the safe until you trust them? You are. Who's going to make sure that nobody's taking money out of the register throughout the day? You are. You're going to be working a lot more hours. The effort that you put into The effort that you put into growing your business is going to be huge. Understand that it's going to be huge. All right. If y'all agree, throw me some thumbs up. If you agree with me, if you hear me and you agree with me, throw me some thumbs up just to let me know that you got me. Okay. Am I still loud and clear? Can y'all still hear me? Just want to be sure. Let me see. As a matter of fact, if this is a value already, I'm going to give y'all some stuff. There's a button on the bottom left-hand side of the screen that says share. I'm asking you right now, if you see this, share this. I would love for some more people to hear this while I'm speaking about it. If they have any questions, or if you have any pointers that you like for me, topics for me to cover, you could also throw those in the comments as well. All right, so number one, underestimation and effort. The number two thing that a lot of people overlook. What's going on, Marcus? Appreciate you hopping on, man. Number two thing that people overlook is the commitment, or the dedication, as Ms. Kim said, the commitment that it takes to grow your business. A lot of people come along and they say, well, I've got the effort. I've got the effort. What's going on, Ryan? Appreciate you hopping on, man. A lot of people say, I've got the effort to be able to grow my business. I really do. I have no problem with effort. But they don't realize you can't put in effort one day a week. You can't put in effort maybe a 1 hour a week or something like that and expect to see results in your business. A lot of people underestimate the effort that it takes, and then they underestimate the commitment that it takes. If you want to grow a business, you see a lot of people that become 5 and 6 figures. Matter of fact, talk to that dude, Ryan McMorris right there. You want to talk about how he became L5 and MLSP? Ask him how many hours he put in. Ask him how many days he stayed up past midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to become successful. Ask him how many phone calls he had to make, how many follow-ups he did. It takes commitment to get that success that you want. You cannot overlook the commitment that it takes, the dedication that it takes for you to become successful. Okay, that's the number two thing. The number three thing people overlook, they underestimate when it comes to growing a business, is time. People underestimate the time that it takes to grow a business. They start a business and they say, well, I should be successful within. You can't put a time limit on your success. You can put a time limit on goals, but guess what? You can't put a time limit on success. It can happen for you in 2 months. It can happen for you in 2 years. You can have goals and you can say, yes, I'm going to do this. You're dedicated. But guess what? What if you're limiting yourself? What if you're underestimating that self? You would say, I'm going to hit this goal within 6 months. What if you can do it in 4? What if you can do it in 4? What if you can do it less? If you don't see the results, does that mean you quit? Or do you put in more time? Do you put in more? Do you stay committed and put in more effort for what you're doing? What's going on, bro? Marcus, yes, sir. But what is it that you're overlooking, that you're not realizing that you have to put into this thing? Is time. You may not see results in a month. Somebody else may have some massive results within a 2-month period. And the first thing you do is look over. It's like running a race. If you think about track, I was a swimmer. And one of the things I used to always tell my swimmers is stop worrying about the people in the lane next to you. You're racing the clock. Get better time for yourself. What was the last time you swam? And they give me a specific time. Okay, beat that time. Don't worry about beating the person in the next lane, because what happens if the person in the next lane is behind you? You still worry about where they are and you're looking back. You're slowing yourself down. The time that it takes for you to accomplish something is the time that it takes for you to accomplish something. It's going to take time. You must stay committed, and it may not happen when you want it to, but if you stay committed. Grant Cardone, I was listening to him the other day, and he said, if you do something enough for a long period of time, eventually you get better at it and you will become successful. It's just a matter of time. If you think about any sport, somebody wants to get better at basketball. They may suck at dribbling. They may suck at dribbling with their non-dominant hand. If you're right-handed, it's hard to dribble with your left. But guess what? If they keep on doing it, you do it enough time, you're going to become just as good with the left as you do with the right. It's a matter of time. When you put the time and effort into doing your business and everything else in life just as you want to, and you stay committed to doing these things and you continue with the effort, you become successful. So those are 3 things that are overlooked by a lot of people. Number 1, the effort. People underestimate the effort that it takes to grow a business. Number 2, people underestimate commitment or dedication that it takes to grow a business. Number 3, people underestimate the time you have to put in to grow the business. The 4th one is the most important one. People underestimate themselves. People underestimate themselves. Why do you limit yourself to the things that you feel you can do. So many people out here, when we having conversations, I talk to so many people on a regular basis, and I always hear folks saying, well, I can't do this, I can't do. Who said you couldn't do it? Who said you couldn't do it? What is to say that you can't become just as successful as those people you see on television, or as those people you see that's standing up on stage? What's going on, D? Good to see you, little bro. Deontay, that's my little brother, y'all. Y'all got to check this man. Matter of fact, you need to hear that man speak one day. If you ever in Dallas, you need to go to church and you want to hear the word of God, that's the man you want to listen to as well. But check this out. What is this? Why do people underestimate themselves? I give you an example of something I used to do. I used to always, when I was a kid, I used to draw all the time. And I still draw. Matter of fact, I'm designing logos and stuff for different people that need logos for their company. But when I was growing up, I used to always draw, and I could never align the eyes up on faces that I drew. And I used to always ask my dad, because my dad was an artist too. I'm like, how do you do this, man? I can't do it. I can't do it. He'd tell me, stop saying you can't. I take my pencil, I break my pencil, I throw my pad down. The rest of the picture could be perfect. And I just couldn't line up the eyes. One of my eyes would be here, and it just looked funny. And you know what? I end up throwing my stuff down. I quit, but my dad would not let me quit. Guess what? He told me to keep doing it. And eventually, I kept practicing. Then it got to the point I can draw now. I'm to the point right now I can draw anything that you put in front of my face. I can draw anything you put in front of my face. Why? Because I put in the effort, the commitment, and the time. Like I said, this doesn't have to be only business that I'm talking about, y'all. This could be different things in your life that you want to apply to. Now I've become an artist that I love. It's my big brother's an artist right now. Phenomenal artist. Coffrey Linwood. Dude puts in time. He just started painting just a month ago. And if you see, matter of fact, I may end up sharing some of his art. You may see some on my timeline already. Within a month's time, the effort that he put in, his art is impeccable. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you've been painting for a month? It's like, why? Because he put in the time and the effort. But people underestimate themselves. You immediately underestimate yourself when you say you can't do something. I saw a post from my dude earlier today, Sean Johnson. I appreciate that post, man. He put up a post that said he was talking to somebody. When somebody asked, because MLSP has a trial period. They have a trial period, and you can go, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But he put up in the post and he said, when the first thing you ask me is how do I cancel before you've even started, you've already beaten yourself. You've already lost. When you hadn't even started and you asking how do I cancel, you're not even looking for the thing to work. You are underestimating yourself. You cannot underestimate yourself when it comes to your business. Okay? Recap. Underestimation. People underestimate the effort it takes to grow a business. People underestimate the commitment that it takes to grow a business. People underestimate the time that you have to put into a business to become successful. And most of all, people underestimate themselves. Keisha Bass, I was on a call this morning, and Keisha Bass led a call, and she had a quote and said, when you're doing, and this was talking about the effort that it takes. When you throw in the towel, you can either throw in that towel and quit, or you can use that towel to wipe off the sweat. So what you gonna do? You can either throw in the towel, or you can use that towel to wipe off the sweat. You gonna grind, or you gonna quit and cry like a baby saying, I'm not getting the results that I wanted to. I'm not feeling this. I don't think I can do this anymore. Or you gonna take that you gonna take that towel and wipe off the sweat. And you're gonna say, you know what? I know it's tough, but I'm gonna keep on grinding. Understand that it's gonna take a lot of effort for you to become successful. It takes a lot of effort. There's no such thing as an overnight success. A lot of people have it in their head that people that become huge in marketing were overnight success. One day he was doing this, and then all of a sudden, bam, he was just successful. No. The people that become success put in a lot of effort, commitment, time, and they believed in themselves for a long period of time before they got their time to shine. It takes all of those things combined. But so many people underestimate the effort that it takes, that it goes into all three of those things. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this up in just a little bit. Matter of fact, when let me see, what did I write here? Oh yeah. When you throw in the towel, like I said, people, you can wipe off the sweat. Okay. One of the things that happen when you begin to see success, when you begin to stay committed, when you begin to keep going, and you begin to flourish, and you begin to see a change in the things that you're doing. Now we go back to what I was talking about at the beginning. Guess what's underestimated now? You will be. First, you underestimated yourself. Once you got over that, and you got rid of that notion that I can't, you start believing in yourself and you start seeing success, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have some people underestimate you. You can't make $1,000 in a day. You can't go sign up 2 or 3 people. No, you ain't gonna be able to get that contract. They've been doing business with them for I don't know how long, man. They ain't gonna never let go of that contract. You're gonna have people underestimate you. It's going to happen. You better believe it. And guess who's gonna underestimate you first? The people that are closest to you. Believe it or not. Not everybody that's in your corner has your back. Not everybody that's in your corner is gonna support you. Understand that. Don't let that discourage you. Do not let that discourage you. Not everybody is there to support you. Some people that push, some people that doubt you, that underestimate you, they're there to motivate you. That should be motivation to push you higher. That should be motivation to push you harder. Understand that. When you have people that doubt you, like I said, I'm the type of person, I love proving people wrong. And I don't go back and throw it in their face. It's just when I see them again, they already know. When I see them again, they already know, and all I do is smile. I don't have to say anything. Why? Because people that are underestimating you, they are watching you. Why? Because it's one or two things. They're waiting to see you succeed, so they say, wow, I knew you could do it. Or they're waiting to see you fail, so they say, wow, I told you so. People that underestimate you are watching you. People are putting the doubt on you. That's absolutely right. You understand that right now. They're waiting up. People that underestimate you are waiting for 2 things: to see you succeed so they can come back and say, I knew you could do it, man. I was just saying, I was just giving you a little motivation. You know what I'm saying? Hi, what's up? Let me borrow some money. Nah. Or they're watching you so they can come back and say, I told you so. I told you that didn't work. You put in the effort. You stay committed. You dedicate the time. And you believe in yourself. Use that towel instead of throwing it in, like I said, and wipe that sweat, and you keep grinding, you keep going. And you look at those underestimators that underestimate you and use that for fuel. Throw gas on the fire, and that should light a fire under your ass that gets you going like crazy. Excuse my language. I'm just saying. That should light a fire. People underestimating you should light a fire. That shouldn't bring you down to the point to where you feel like, you know what, he's right, I can't do that. She's right, I can't do this. That should light a fire under you. It should really put a fire. Let one person to come along and tell you that you can't do something. I don't care if it's mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, best friend, bestie, whatever you want to call them. That should light a fire under you. Say, you know what? I appreciate you telling me that. Watch me. There's a song right now that says, don't believe me, just watch. Watch me. And I guarantee they're going to have their eyes on you for those 2 reasons. So you get out there and you push and you grind. Don't put a time limit on it. Don't say I'm only going to grind hard for 2 months. If it doesn't work, then I guess I'll try something else. You get out there and you grind until you get the success that you want. Get out there and grind until you get it. Do not put a time limit on that and say you're going to quit if you don't see success within that time. You grind until you see success, period. That's what winners do. That's what successful people do. They do not allow people that limit themselves to limit them as well. You can stay in your box. You can stay in your little area over there, in your comfort zone over there. As for me, I'm walking in all type of areas. I'm not letting anything stop me. I mentioned the other day, in the video I did the other day, that my wife and I, it was a notion that we had to stop this. We used to go into certain areas like this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this one more time. It's areas like this. These are mansions across this lake right here. There's one down in there. There's a couple of more of them down in that direction down there. They are lined up all right here. We would come to areas like this and we drive, and the first thing we used to say is, oh, we in the wrong area. We ain't supposed to be here. We don't need to be in this area. Why not? That was a lie that we told ourselves. That's a lie that so many people tell themselves for so long. You deserve to be there. You deserve to have things like this. You deserve, but you know how to get it. If you're not at a point right now where you already have it, guess what you got to do? And you have a business that you're trying to grow, put in the time, put in the commitment, put in the effort, and believe like hell in yourself like nobody. If nobody else believes in you, you should. And when you do that, guess what? You're going to have access. Now, whether you spend your money on those type of things or not, that's totally up to you. It really is. That's totally up to you. But you have the ability. And what me and my wife told ourselves, I told her not too long ago, I say, we went somewhere and I saw a restaurant and I walked in and it was like, it was an entree. And I actually saw the entree and the entree is like $40. I'm like, hey, you pay $40 for that? And I was like, she was like, we don't belong there. Yes, we do. Matter of fact, we're going to go there and eat one day. I don't care how much. One day we're going to go there and eat one day. Just so people who feel that we don't belong there, people don't feel that, know that we belong there. It has nothing to do with the money that we spend and nothing, just to let people know I'm here. Because that's what you're doing. You're making a stand, letting people know that I am him. Art Williams, do it and do it and do it and do it till the job gets done. That is exactly what Art Williams is right. You keep doing, you keep grinding, you keep going and let nothing stop you. Don't underestimate anything. So just kind of a recap. What's going on, Musa Jalal? Great to see you, man. But just to recap, things that people underestimate when you start a business. And I really want you to contemplate. Sit down tonight and really think about your business, because I know a lot of people personally that are in and out of business. They're in and out of business, in and out of business. Understand, don't underestimate the effort that it's going to take for you to grow a business. I'm sorry, getting notifications. More people buying stuff. Great. I can show you how that works too. But people underestimating the effort that it takes to grow a business. They're underestimating the commitment that it takes to grow a business. They're underestimating the time that it takes that you have to put into to grow your business. And they're underestimating themselves. Let's talk about underestimation. Flip that around. Put those 4 things into play and allow people to underestimate you because you grind hard. Guess what? I talked about haters the other day. Haters going to do 2 things. They're either going to admire you or they're going to promote you. They're going to admire you or they're going to promote you. They're going to hate you so much. They're going to see you grind. They're going to keep seeing you going. Keep seeing you going. Guess what? Keep doing your thing. Keep promoting your opportunity in the right manner. Don't just go spamming people saying join my business. We've talked about that. There are ways to promote your business, get people coming to you, called attraction marketing. Matter of fact, I introduce y'all to that. If you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself, how about you not have to chase everybody? Now, you're going to have to go out. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have to go out and do some work and shake some hands and meet some people when you first introduce your business. But you don't have to throw your business up on people once again. But how good would it feel if somebody came to you and said, hey, what are you doing? I want to know what it is that you do. What kind of business that you do? I see you seem very successful. You seem very happy with what you do. See, that makes a difference as well. You seem very happy with what you're doing. What exactly are you doing that's causing you have so much joy that you're actually enjoying all this stuff? I mean, most people I walk around, they hate their job, or they don't like this, or they don't want this, but I see you so happy. What are you doing that's so pleasant? How good would it feel if people came to you and you had the opportunity to share your business with them because they asked you about it, not because you went to them and say, hey, you need to look at my business. It's a great feeling. You should learn. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post up, message me. If you want to find out how to grow your business without having to chase people. Now, everybody talks about lead generation system. What I want to introduce you to, getting leads is an actual platform that's part of it, but that's not, MLSP is not a lead generation system. It's a branding platform. That's what I've learned. It's a branding platform. That is so much that provided. Gives you access to so many tools. As a matter of fact, I'll be coming out with a video very soon that gives you a complete walkthrough of everything, and I'm actually putting that thing together right now. And but I want to introduce you to it. It makes business so much easier that you don't have to chase people, but you have to provide value. Understand you have to provide value, but just like anything else, you have to stay committed. There is time, and you have to put in the effort. Believe in yourself. Don't underestimate any of those, because the minute you underestimate one, the rest of them trickle down. You can't understand and say, I put in the effort, I put in the commitment, and then I put in the time, but I didn't believe I could do it. You can't do that. If you believe in yourself, you have to believe in all those other things. If you're saying I put in the effort and I put in the commitment, but I just don't have the time to do it like I want to, guess what? Make time. You have to make the time. You got to put in time. You can't grow a business one day a week and expect success to come in a matter of months. Unless you just happen to hit the lottery and get lucky or something like that. You just happen to invest in the right person that happen to take your business, maybe. But as far as growing a network, you can't do it. And I'm telling you, you can't, because it takes time to find that one person. Because if you're doing it in a matter of a few minutes of a day, you're not meeting very many people. Put the time into it. You got to have all four. Don't underestimate any of those. All right. So that was my message for today. Underestimate. We were talking about underestimating. Don't underestimate any of those things in your business anymore. Sit down and evaluate your business. On June 22nd, I started a 90-day life change. I'm still going strong in that 90 days. I haven't given anything up. And I said on day 90, my day 90 would not be like my day 1. Well done, bro. I appreciate it, Musa. I appreciate it. How do I feel about Kent? Baby said, how does she feel about Kent? If I was near, she might hit me. But what I'm saying, I'm saying that you can't grow a business in a matter of weeks putting one day in. That's what I'm saying Kent about. You can't grow a real business putting in one day a week for a matter of a few hours. I know you got more time than that, whether it's TV that you got to give up, whether it's extracurricular activities you got to get up. If you got children and say, you know what, I got to get my kids to these games. While your kids in the game, you got the kids at the practice, you can be making phone calls. You be gaining leads. You can do a promotion. No tell them how I feel about it. Baby hates the word Kent. Kent is a cuss word to her. Kent is a cuss word to my wife. That's what she says. That's why I told her she got to quit telling me she can't get up early in the morning. I tell her you can't. You stop saying that. You can. It's a matter if you want to. Because if it's something you want to do, you're going to do it. If you really want to grow a business, you're going to do it. Sit down and evaluate your business. Sit down and evaluate yourself. Sit down and evaluate the effort that you're putting in. Sit down and evaluate the commitment that you have. What do you have to dedicate towards your business? What you can't get up? Yes, you can. Sit down and evaluate the time that you have, and you make the best out of that time that you have. You have to do it. You have to. There is no option. You have to. That's what you have to tell yourself. I have no choice. Failure is not an option. I have to do this thing as long as it takes in order for me to see success. If it takes me a year, it takes me a year. Don't give up. Period. Like I said, if you're looking for ways to grow your business and you need some help, some direction, you want to figure out how to get people coming to you, how to learn how to brand yourself, which is what I want to show you through MLSP platform. It's a branding platform. It's not just lead generation. Lead generations may throw you a few capture pages, show you how to do a few ads and say, go get them. This is a branding platform. It shows you and educates you on how to brand yourself as a leader. That's what I want to introduce to you. So inbox me for details. You can check out the blog. Is still being updated. The great things. I got the banner done and stuff like that. Check me out at successwithlinden.com. Successwithlinden.com. I love to be able to show you how you can grow your business. This isn't about you joining my business. Failure leads to success. Failure is an option. It's not the last option. You're absolutely right. Understand that what she's saying is failure is a part of success. Failure is a part of success. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning of success. Every person that has ever succeeded has failed at something. I mean, if you want to talk about Usain Bolt, but he used to get dusted. Usain Bolt in a couple of races. Look back at some of his early races. Usain Bolt got dusted. But look at him now. He didn't let that stop him. He let that motivate him. He's not the only one. I can give you success stories all day. Everybody knows Michael Jordan's story. Cut from the team just to become one of the greatest in college. Success is the only option. Don't underestimate any of those four things we talk about. Effort, commitment, time, or yourself. And let's get it done. All right, so if this was a value to you, I'm about to go have some lunch. I'm already drinking some water. If this was a value, I ask that I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the comments. Be looking, because I'm going to respond back. Even though I said some in the video, I appreciate you, Jason, for hopping on. Appreciate you, baby, my love. Appreciate you, Kim. I can't call out on that. Everybody that watches the video, if you find it a value, I thank you for watching it even thus far. And I ask that you hit that button at the bottom left-hand side of the screen that says share if this was a value to you. when you share it. I'm asking, not only do you just hit share and post now, hit share and write a comment. Let people know what they got, what you got out of it. And just a short, brief explanation of what you got out of it, so people will understand, hey, what am I looking? Some people just hit share and stuff like that. Let people know what you got out of it. That means it actually meant something to you. And if it was a value, like I said, I mean, you could do it all day long. Wherever you want to, just share it. It's somebody that this is gonna cause a breakthrough for somebody in their business. Why? Because they thought it was okay to do subpar efforts. They thought it was okay to only dedicate 1 hour. They thought it was only dedicated to be committed for a matter of days. And they didn't believe they could really achieve the results. A lot of people that join business, that see that thing that say you can earn $5,000 a day, believe it or not, that stuff is possible. But you've got to not underestimate all those things, all those factors that we spoke about. It's possible if you don't underestimate those. All right, so if this was a value, I ask that you share, because this video could be a breakthrough in someone else's business. That's why I ask people to share it as well. All right, so I'm finna get out of here. Once again, check out successwithlinden.com. Before you end this thing, there's gonna be a button in the middle. Make sure you turn the notifications on so you don't miss a single chance that I go live. All right, so y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all later.